Lydia, I'm a first-year anthropologist. I'm going to start by telling you a few things about my skills and experiences, and then go on to tell you a bit about what I'd like to bring to the role, should I be like to do. So to start at the beginning, in my last year of sixth form I was head girl, and I did sort of throw myself into the role. Sort of large-scale events management, being a general point of contact for everyone, organising people, comparing shows, quizzes, you name it, and I did it. So I feel like this goes some way to prove me as relatively personable, easy to get along with, good at managing conflict should it be necessary, and also managing such a busy role alongside my A-levels, honed my time management skills, and improved on what was already a ridiculous level of organisation. So, yeah. I also sat on a youth council for the majority of my teenage years, and moved to sit on a county-based youth council, and I've also engaged with town council meetings. So I've got quite a good idea and sort of experience of what goes into running an election, taking part in an election, and making sure it all applies to the Constitution, which is obviously something that's of sort of direct benefit and relevance to the role. Moving forwards, since being at university, I've thrown myself into Cuths sort of wherever possible. I'm a key member of the Drama Society. I was in the pantomime at Christmas, so I definitely don't take myself too seriously. I'm also, I don't know, I think it's quite fair to describe myself as, I don't know, forthright or confident, like, I don't know. I definitely don't mind telling people when I don't think things are fair or being done in the right way. More recently, I was an open day rep, and hopefully I know a lot of people are here would vouch for my general enthusiasm just for life and ability to sort of use my initiative and just be sensible. So lots of skills, lots of experiences that I think will make me great at the role. In terms of things that I'd like to do, I think it's quite hard to sort of say anything like revolutionary, like in terms of the voting system. So what I think I could really bring to the role in terms of my skills and demeanour are just carrying on with the elections in a fair and efficient way, organising people that want to run for elections, and promoting the voting period as much as possible. With this being said, however, obviously voting turnout can always be improved. At the moment, like the social media thing, like Facebook posts, YouTube videos are great and are effective, but I think it's quite key to realise that they aren't sort of they aren't reaching the people that we need them to reach. Like the Facebook group at the moment, like the voting profiles, has got like 100 likes, so that's relatively a small percentage of Cuths students. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say the people that have liked that page are probably the people that are already voting, so it's not reaching the people that we need to reach. So I think we need to capitalise on the fact that freshers live in and do more in terms of college sort of promotion of the voting period. Although the fresher turnout is already good, it can definitely be increased. So I think this needs to be done with the summary manifestos and just with like the posters that are put up. We need to include instructions of how and where to vote and why people should be voting. So not just with the posters, like leave them in social areas, so the JCRs, like kitchens over on Parsons, like the TV room, in the laundry room if needs be, just wherever people are, make sure there are instructions, people know when voting finishes and why they need to vote. At the moment, like there's like such passion for Cuths as a college, but I don't think that necessarily always gets carried into the JCR, and people need to realise that the ethos of Cuths to be maintained, they need to be showing the same enthusiasm for Cuths sort of as a, I don't know, like the governance of Cuths in the same way they do for social events. Okay, and I feel like if we start with freshers over the 3 years of their degree, voting turnout will gradually increase if it's sort of told to them and like they know that they should be voting. I'm also really keen to work with the mature students and postgrads rep, just to make sure that the voice of that group is proportionately represented in the vote. Obviously this is a bit more difficult and they're not such a captive audience, but hopefully that will be something we can work on together, whoever was elected. Finally, I'm really keen to work with Cressida as the JCR chair to improve general turnout in meetings, which I see as a joint role really. So I think this can be done in terms of tying in JCR meetings with things such as the acoustic night. So like I said, get the involvement, like the love of Cuths, like get that translated over into the JCR meetings. So get the people that come down to social events that might not find the JCR meetings, might not think them relevant or something, get them down here so they're here in the bar, and as a byproduct of that, hopefully they'll vote as well. So I think that's about everything I've got to say. I think I've got all the right skills and qualities for the role, and hopefully you all do too.